We are here in wonderful Forest Hill, California with the ever affable Emily Hawgood. Emily, how are you?
Oh, so good to be here.
Day one of Western States Training Camp done. We got a nice 30 miles. We went through the canyons, the crux of the course.
Yep.
How do we feel? How do we feel about that section?
Yeah, I mean, right now it looks so beautiful. Like, kudos and big thanks to everyone who's done trail work out there. It looks amazing. Like, me and Dan were running together and we're just commenting on it. Like, looks so good. Such a beautiful day. Wow, the sunshine is amazing. Looks a little different from canyons a few weeks ago.
Exactly. I was going to say, you just ran out here a couple weeks ago and it was not quite like this. What are your predictions for the weather of Western States Day? What are you hoping for?
I think I'm hoping for a really hot day. It's been a few years since we've had some really good heat out there.
Yeah, and you are no stranger to the heat. You do particularly well in the heat historically. Speaking of historically, one of my favorite things in the sport has been watching your character arc as you have just slowly inched your way up here at Western States, really kind of setting yourself up for a lot of success. You recently had some great success at Canyons. We've mentioned that. I don't know if you know this, but there's kind of a little bit of a history with the winner of Canyons tends to do very well at Western States. Was that an intentional race that you put in, or was that just like, because you already had your ticket, you didn't need to go for your ticket. So why did you choose Canyons? Is it just a natural lead up to Western?
Yeah, I think this year, like when I was looking at races, I wanted to do the fact that Canyons, I haven't run Canyons since I got my golden ticket at Canyons in 2021. Having Canyons this year be like on the Western States course but the same direction, like the majority of the course is actually States course, so it's kind of a nice practice run for some things. I, flew my crew out from Arizona and like had people here to kind of do a dry run. I mean, so much competition every year at Canyon, just really cool. The golden ticket. So yeah, it seemed like a good one to throw in the mix and get out with the community and get on the course.
Well, you had an excellent day out there. You obviously performed very well, winning the race against a very competitive Emily Hawgood and a slew of other girls out there who were performing very well. How do you feel going into this one? This is not your first Western States. You've run, this is your, is it fifth now? Yeah, so your fifth Western States. How do you feel going into this year compared to previous years?
I think every year, like, I have a huge respect for the trail. Like, as much as I'm out there, I know, like, what it can bring, kind of, from the extreme of the cold to the extreme of the heat, or, just kind of anything. It can throw anything at us. And on that note, too, like, I have huge respect for the competition. Every year is a super stacked field. This year is super stacked, but also very experienced field. Like, not very many people have not raced Western States.
That's a unique thing going into this year that I think is going to be a very strategic race that we'll get into a little bit later. But yeah, so like on that note, actually, so you've got a lot of returning competitors. We've got a lot of runners who have done very well here in the past. How do you think that's going to play out on race day, having so many veterans of the sport, non-first-time runners here at Western States? Is there going to be a lot of sizing up going through the canyons and just kind of making a break late? What do you anticipate happening?
Oh, I haven't even thought about it. Yeah, I know. I'm not sure. I'm kind of excited to see how it goes. If people feel like they need to throw it out there from the start, or throw down on the canyons, or throw down from Forest Hill. Like, there's lots of options and lots of things that can happen. It's exciting.
Lots of places to start burning your matches at Western States. It can be from the gun, or it can be the last 2 miles. You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Who are you most excited to race with this year?
I mean, everyone. Like, I've been so excited about the golden tickets, all those races and seeing who has got in. I mean, of course, being at Canyons and racing with Marianne and Keely and Erin, like, I think my heart just got excited to see all 3 of them get their tickets. Like I said, they've all raced Canyons before, and it just like filled my soul to like see them have good days and walk away with their golden tickets. Like, so excited.
I feel like that is one of your superpowers, of just being so supportive of the community, and like, you are a competitive athlete, but competitive through camaraderie, which I really resonate with and appreciate, where it's like you will cheer everyone on, even if they're passing you in the final couple miles. You will be excited for them, even though you want to compete with them and you want to win the race, obviously. And that's like something that I think makes you one of, it makes you a people's champion for sure. And we're really excited to see how your race day unfolds out there. Is there anything you've done in training this year different compared to previous years? Like, obviously, 5th year, you've learned a lot. What is something that you've changed up this year?
I always change everything. It's great. Paul, my coach, tells me what to do.
How you can change everything and still just consistently be right there every time blows my mind.
We gain some wisdom each year and figure things out and make adjustments and yeah.
What's something that you learned from, you would go back and tell first year you running this course in 2021? What's some advice that you would go today and give her?
Oh, that's a really good question. I mean, I think I've already mentioned it, like just like having huge respect for the course, like throughout, from the beginning to that final, from the white bridge down to the track. Like, there are so many things that can happen out there, and just having respect for the course and everyone out there. Yeah, definitely for me, that first year, the biggest, like, oh my gosh, I want to bring that wisdom back next year was the first year I ran was really hot, and I didn't know that it was going to be that hot so early, and I didn't grab like a cold water bottle at Duncan Canyon. And since then, I'm like, it's hot early if it's a hot year.
Please have a frozen water bottle for me at Duncan Canyon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how, like, in a race like this, it's the little things that really make a big difference. It can be that one cold water bottle can kind of set a cascading effect throughout the rest of the day. And, I always race with the intention of, like, I hope to blow up during this race, but I hope it's, like, 2 feet after the finish line is always the goal, right? Like, you want to give everything and push yourself to that breaking point.
Right.
But, like, you don't want to do it earlier with, like, some simple mistakes. Let me end on this last question. What is something that you would give a first-year runner to Western States, a piece of advice that you would want to impart to them running their first Western?
You only get to do it once, one time. Savor every moment out there. Like, take a moment and look at the sunrise up at the escarpment. It's beautiful. Like, high five people up there, soak in the energy, and then soak in the quiet once you drop over. And yeah, kind of just from there, like, really, really be in the moment, because you only ever get to do it first time once.
Yeah, and then in your case, you get to do it 4 more subsequent times, and who knows how many more we're going to end up doing. So, thank you for taking the time with me today. I know you've got some recovery before you have a few more days of running ahead of you here on the course. We're excited to see you have another fantastic race, and it'll be a lot of fun watching you as always. You've given us a show every year.
Thank you for being out here, and thank you for all the support.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Emily.
Thank you.